Russia loses more than 70,000 soldiers in 2 months.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russian forces have lost more than 70,000 soldiers in their war against Ukraine in the past 2 months alone, according to figures from the British Ministry of Defence, citing intelligence sources. In May, the daily rate of soldiers been killed and wounded were on the average of 1,262, the ministry wrote in a post on social media platform X. Russia's casualty rate will likely continue to average above 1,000 a day over the next 2 months as Russia continues to try to overmatch Ukrainian positions, the post said. Russia has opened a new front in the Kharkiv region and maintained the same rate of attack on the other fronts, the statement said. Ukraine has been defending itself against a Russian invasion since February 2022. The British Ministry of Defence has regularly published information on the course of the war. Britain is a strong supporter of Ukraine's defence.
This post received a score of 14,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Needless loss of life. 70,000 Russians could have taken on the Kremlin.
I was at a concert in February and the fire alarm went off. Everyone stood, including me, to wait on someone to tell us what to do. It was a false alarm, but I thought about how easy I was influenced by others. Humanity is fucked when one person can control the masses. Your point is totally true. 70,000 marching on the Kremlin would get this war stopped in a day. Instead, they all marched off to be incapacitated by Ukraine. If only humanity wasn't so easy to subjugate.
Standing up when a fire alarm goes off seems like a fairly reasonable thing to do though, even if by oneself lol.
They weren't remarking about standing up, it was the part about everybody standing there waiting for orders rather than trying to get out of the hypothetical fire.
And Russian citizens didn't give one single flying fuck about it.
Every nation on earth values Russia and lives more than Russia does.
Putin, the effective Russian killer. Ukraine's secret weapon. Closing parenthesis.
And then it got worse.
And Russia still insists that they're a superpower?
Do you know a lot of militaries that could take 1,000 casualties a day for an extended period and keep on trucking?
Can you imagine the outcry and the political fallout if POTUS send troops to die in a war with 1,000 death per day rate? And the Russians just shrug.
Devil's advocate, but there is protest in Russia. For instance, an entire TV news show walked off the air, resigned on live television the other day.
That didn't happen, especially not recently. The only time a TV news show walked off the air was in March 2022, and it was the last opposition channel, and they left Russia because they were about to be shut down anyway. And look how it helped stop the war and inspire millions of Russians to protest. Lol, there's no advocating the devil because they really don't care.
Ukrainian here, so what? They send more, and this nightmare never ends.
It will end, hang in there. Putin's time will come.
Remember that all through history, there have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they seem invincible. But in the end, they always fall. Always. Gandhi.
Human lives has no value in the Russia.
Never had.
That's a lot of sunflowers.
Soon there will be more sunflowers planted in the Ukraine than the entire population of Wyoming.
So like, 56?
Keep up the good work, Ukraine.
Unfortunately, a lot of Ukrainians die as well. This isn't a one-sided affair.
Heroyam slava.
This can't be sustainable.
They have over 1 million troops and 145 million people. Unfortunately, in their eyes, that casualty rate is very sustainable. If you look at their wars historically, they have been willing to lose incredible numbers. In the eyes of their ruthless leadership, this is just a drop in a very big well. Edit. Fixed the incorrect population number.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.